Sure.
Ooh, so what's the? Should we say hello? Should we?
What are we doing first? Like, hey
I
guys,
don't even know if my noise is.
this is the Room Podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Our main star is Jonathan.
Welcome to a wholesome podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and cats and dogs, because we do not discriminate on this channel. Wholesome.
Wholesome vibe.
I love that word.
We're just gonna get into topics, I guess, cause
Let's do it.
cause why not?
Sponsored by Just Water.
Of course.
Yeah, Jaden Smith. Dude,
Shout out to Jaden Smith.
Shout out
Mental
Jaden.
Illness,
Yeah.
Black Fox.
And Denzel Curry.
Kenny. Any other tags that we can get thrown in there?
Also, buy antioxidant, coconut water.
Also,
not
whoever makes
sponsored
red
by
solo cups.
I heard those are
Sponsored
good.
by a water company that abuses their workers, so I cannot show their title.
Also,
All the sponsors. Ed, you do not have to hold the mic that close to you.
Your mic is good. I'm holding my
holy
mic.
moly, that looks like Pompeii. Holy mackerel. Wow, that's
I'm actually
horrible.
doing pretty decent.
Damn, John, this is a great mic.
This is a good mic. Man.
Yeah, it is.
Jason's mic sucks.
My mic is trash.
We'll fix that
So
later.
maybe just be PKing on and off.
It's only Jason's
Can I
mic
throw
that's
something
bad.
on here to maybe? What the fuck? Oh, drop.
Alright.
Anyway,
Alright.
so
We're just going.
gonna go into the topics.
Alright, what are we gonna talk about first?
Discussion.
So let's get
Do we
the
name?
elephant out.
Wait, do we even know our names? Like,
Oh, I am Christian Lasagna.
don't put your full government out there.
I'm putting the full garb out there, cuz.
Yo,
Yo, what are you gonna go by? Just say something.
I'm Toucan Chris.
Alright.
You guys know what I'm gonna do. I'm El Dorado.
Alright, I'm Javon was cracking.
I'm Jay. What up?
So I think we should get the elephant out of the room and talk about the most important topic,
Uh-oh.
and that's Spider-Man out of the MCU.
It's trash. It's trash. It's
That's
horrible
horrible.
I think
news.
that's a conclusive trash.
That's
That's
horrible news.
Yeah.
Put a rating up there. Trash out of like 82.
What?
It's
trash
sad
out of 100.
What is that? So let's examine the story behind that though. So I guess Sony.
Hey, first of all, who are you
Yeah.
looking at? God?
This wall.
There's a camera right there.
Hey, camera.
Because look at the camera, or else. Maybe that's better.
People, I'll be looking wherever.
Oh, wait,
you know.
hold up. We forgot to shout out our homies that are on Area 51 today.
Oh,
Shout out to
shit.
the Area 51 people.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to
Rest
them.
in peace to
Rest in
those
peace
who are
to them.
fallen.
I hope you guys
I
find
can't wait
the
to
Clorox wipe that kills 100% of germs, okay?
I can't wait to see my new spaceship that's gonna arrive here.
That'd be fire.
It's gonna be amazing.
Too bad.
Vapes that don't kill people. I want that. I want to see that.
It's gonna be amazing.
Vapes, no cancer.
Oh, yeah. Vapes are can't. We just see all that news stuff recently about kids dying. and-
Very carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Don't vape, bro.
They
Like,
collapse your
it's not
lungs,
cool.
man.
The fat clouds, not worth it, fam.
Yeah.
The clout clouds.
You don't need
not
to be
worth it.
the king of
Don't be a
clout
hype
in
beast.
clouds.
Yeah,
okay?
don't be a hype beast. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Yeah, don't do it. Got too many stories of kids losing their way and their lungs.
So,
Did you say losing their religion? Like
Their way
No, their way.
and their
way.
lung.
No, keep religion's good, guys. We support all religions
Yeah. Yeah.
and atheism,
Not atheism.
not atheism.
What? No.
Hey, I'm atheist. What
See,
the
Christians
We are
atheists.
going.
We are not.
So,
We allow them
Spider-Man's out the MCU.
Oh my God, it's true. So
Yo, how did we get there?
I feel like
Alright, we need to do a clap again. Clap.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's get it for
Tom
real
Holland
this
as
time.
Spider-Man was pretty good.
And apparently he's still gonna be Spider-Man just with Sony, which is just odd.
So are they gonna like soft reboot it, or
It
like
has
are
to-
they just gonna completely
Yeah.
kind of forget about everything
No,
that's
they're gonna
happened?
they're
Yeah.
gonna
Shove
shove
him
him into
into
the Morbius.
I feel
and,
like it's only a
Venom
soft reboot in the way that like Deadpool is gonna be soft rebooted into the MCU, just like it's gonna be the same actor, but like nothing is gonna be
I
connected.
wonder how Deadpool will end up in the MCU. Like
they're gonna PG-13.
You gotta talk a little
PG-13.
closer.
There's no way
Yeah,
it's
Ed,
gonna
you
be
can't be that
PG-13.
far.
Bring it a little closer.
well,
There you
Yeah,
go.
close
That's
enough.
about right.
Yeah.
dead poop. We
Super
have a
cool
gratuitous.
story.
Am I
Nice to
peaking
look
now?
up that.
Am I peaking that bad? Am I peaking really bad right now? I'm peaking pretty bad.
But no,
All right.
they can't PG-13 Deadpool.
There's no way really to do
That's
it.
why
They're giving what was it, Black Widow's movie rated R.
Ooh,
No,
why?
No, they're
there's
not.
no set.
They
on that
said.
yet.
Well,
Yeah, but like
They
it'll
said
no, but
that
there-
doesn't.
no,
Well-
it's probably gonna be rated R because if you like really know like her past and stuff, there's no way
But
to
like
PG-13
we
the
said that
violence.
about like
Right.
other crap that like it can't be.
Scarlett
No,
Johansson
but there's
has
like
said her
there-
movie will
Venom,
be
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very
Venom.
wholesome.
What happened
Yeah.
with that one there? We said it has to be rated R because there's no way you can't have
Alright,
an
but, like,
alien
that
eating
was-
people's heads off
alright,
at PG-13.
But like that
and
was
guess
so
what?
that was
And then they did it, and guess how much?
Moon Knight's gonna be PG-13, so
but like at the sacrifice of the film itself.
somebody's knocking on our door.
And, like,
we're
Pause it.
Don't pause it. No, just let it go.
Just let it roll.
Let it out.
That's a lot of editing.
Did someone just walk in?
Be careful.
I locked her. I don't think I locked her door.
I think there's a ghost in a
Yeah, but-
building.
I mean, I don't know what the plan is anymore. It's gonna be so weird watching them clear it up
They're
without Spider-Man.
Bashing the door. How rude.
We're recording a podcast.
There are people who are trying to get into the apartment.
Goodness
by the-
gracious.
I think I think he opened the door. He's like, "Hi, we're recording a podcast right now."
Yeah.
So, I would appreciate it if you would
Yeah,
not
if they're
vacate the
asking
premises.
for funds or anything, they're getting turned down. Okay. Yeah.
Look, I feel like I'm the only one who's actually giving a smallest ounce of hope for Sony's Spider-Man.
I
No.
feel like
Take 52.
it could be alright. I feel like it's just gonna be worse.
It could
And that's
be,
sad.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be terrible by
Here,
any means.
I've heard things. I wonder if Christian has about people saying at least this time we won't get Iron Man 2.5, which was like.
And I feel like that's a
the current
reason.
crop
I feel
of
like that's a
Spider-Man.
reasonable gripe.
Yeah,
about it.
you know, you won't have just Robert Downey Jr.'s head popping up in every single Marvel.
But it all
Spider-Man
depends on what
movie.
they actually
Question
do
is-
with the Spider-Man.
Where is Uncle Ben?
We don't need to worry about
Tom
it. They're
Holland
definitely
doesn't
gonna
know.
bring Uncle
My
Ben
Uncle
now.
Ben.
They're definitely gonna hop in there. He's gonna be all sad about Uncle Ben.
Is
and
Aunt
Tony
May
Stark.
single? Is she a
Hopefully.
single mom?
She's going to
Yeah.
be single
Yo,
now.
Aunt May in the MCU was a swinger.
What-
Like,
what
she was
happened
out
to,
here in these
hottie
streets.
Aunt
She
May?
was out here in these streets. She was with Happy. She was with
Happy can't be
Tony.
in it anymore.
Like, and she was out here
We did
everywhere.
not confirm her relationships with either of these. Except
No,
for
apparently
Happy
she
Hour.
slept
She
with
was
Tony.
swinging. She was swinging.
No, yeah, she slept with Tony, and Tony was a replacement for Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man would have found it out in Spider-Man 3.
She
For
didn't
the
even
MCU.
talk about.
Ew,
Uncle
Tony is fucking Peter Parker's dad.
Yeah, I see the resemblance.
Ben. Yeah.
That'd be stretching it a little too far.
Spider-Man 3, he's gonna grow a goatee and everything.
The world called it.
The world caught me dropping my mic.
I see that, yeah. I mean, I would have connected so many things that you could rewatch Infinity
Then it would have
War.
made perfect sense.
Yeah,
I don't mind them doing things differently, but just like
Illegitimate
make
son.
it consistent at least. Like,
I know. Consistency
explain
and
it a
quality.
little bit.
Tell
you
a
know?
cool story.
Do we want Amazing Spider-Man again? No, we don't.
I'm not gonna be like High Top Films and suck Sam Raimi's dick because
Well, no one's sucking it.
it's not. It has the Holy Trinity has flaws, all right, but I
The
do
fact
love
you just
it.
called it the Holy Trinity. You
No,
mean that
trilogy.
you're kind of on it?
Trilogy. Trilogy.
You mean?
Trilogy.
I don't even know if it's.
Listen,
It is
We-
by far
it
the
is the
best,
best.
but it's flawed as well.
it's
It-
not
there
the
could be
best.
better.
Yes, it is
Alright,
the best.
Wait,
Yes,
if
it
we're
is the
talking
best.
consistency of
No.
Spider-Man movies, this
In
one-
totality.
this one so far, the Tom Holland Spider-Man has been consistently
Yeah.
equal
We're not.
level the best.
We're not
And
talking about
There are
him
different
as a
things,
character. We're
yeah.
talking about like
No,
the
no, no.
movies
Movie
in
consistently
totality. It's not
have
Tom
been
Holland's. It's
the
just
best.
not. It's
Tom Holland has the greatest like character as a kid, and
yeah.
Yes,
But we're talking
he-
about the
He
film.
fits the role
We're
the
talking
best.
about
all
the
right.
films,
If we're-
the
okay,
stories
when was the
in
last
the
time you guys
films.
seen
They
the
were
original
bad.
Spider-Man trilogy?
Okay, but remember that video we watched
yesterday.
It has aged horrible.
Bad.
Okay, Green
I still
Goblin
love
is
it.
a cringe fest.
2000s all-star Smash Mouth like stuff right now. It
You
looks
know,
like.
some
I still
Spidey
love it.
once told me the world was webbed and
Green
full of
Goblin,
villains.
And
Green
it
Goblin.
ain't the
And it's fudgy.
yeah. Doc Ock said he wants to kill Aunt May and rob a bank. So
It's really good.
let him go.
So, yeah, it
on
was-
his way.
It was a good trilogy. Had flaws. Amazing
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
2
was
is the main
trash.
thing that boosted up. If Spider-Man 2, admit it, if Spider-Man 2 was on the same level as Spider-Man 1, maybe a little less, it wouldn't have been seen as such a perfect trilogy.
But like,
And I'm not hating on
Spider-Man
the Sam
1
Raimi
wasn't
trilogy.
bad.
I love it.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but the second one was the best one,
Yeah,
and the
but,
third
like,
one was
The
bleh.
second one is a phenomenal movie. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
phenomenal
not- it's
movie.
not like
It
the
still didn't
first
even age
one-
that bad, the second one.
It's not like the first one is bad though.
The first one has the aging effect. If you look at it, it's like,
But like that happens.
It's a cheat,
to
but like the
all
campiness
movies.
is intentional. Sam
Yeah.
Raimi is so cheesy.
like
That happens to almost
if you
all
look at
films
some
that
movies
ever
still to this
exist.
day, like Alien.
Look at Unbreakable.
Alien has not aged at all. That's a
That movie has
fantastic
not
film.
aged up.
Yeah.
Terminator 2
Terminator
has
2.
not aged at all. That is a phenomenal movie.
Titanic, man?
by
Just
today's
kidding.
standards.
But like you
Just
gotta think about
Titanic
it,
was
like
trash.
you can probably name maybe 10 movies off of the top of your head that like haven't aged out of the thousands upon thousands
2001:
of
A
films that
Space
exist.
Odyssey. And I
Like
haven't
it's
seen
just like most films age. Like it's just naturally what
Yeah.
films do. Like
Independence Day.
I think our goal is to
That
try and get
hasn't
films
aged
that
too
don't
bad.
age
Like,
badly. though.
eventually-
It's very corny.
Eventually,
But I think
everything
it
looks
was
kind
corny
of ridiculous.
Even when it came out, that movie was the Independence Day speech was amazing.
It's
corny.
still-
It's
when it
still
came
amazing.
out.
I
It's still
think-
amazing.
I think the speech
But, like,
is
you're just
We
phenomenal.
will be independent.
I feel like the
You
speech
don't
is
remember the
phenomenal.
speech at
I
all.
don't remember the speech.
Plug in the speech.
You gotta plug in the speech.
Yeah.
Maybe a copyright.
Oh my
never
God!
mind.
Play music
Cut
over it.
Cut
Alright?
Cut the speech.
Maybe like 2 seconds. There's like
Yeah.
a time.
Play like the.
Oh my God, Jason.
Play the word
No,
where he
it's still
says.
recording, I'm pretty sure. Right? Oh, no, it went dead. I gotta turn off the sleep thing so you didn't hear me for a bit. Maybe Jonathan's
What?
magic mic. picked it
Clap.
up.
Hold on. Clap again.
Oh.
What?
Wait, 3, 2, 1. My laptop went to sleep and it stopped recording.
It's
Oh, that's
stopped recording.
terrible.
Yeah, so I
Oh
got.
fuck! Why
I
is
gotta
my
turn off
pop
the sleep
filter
mode.
fucking-
So Jason's laptop.
He just
It's
died. His
just
whole point
dead,
just
yeah.
didn't get in the podcast.
Good thing.
Wow.
Because it was horrible.
It only.
It was a bad
Fight
point.
me.
It was a bad point, anyways. You guys didn't need to hear
Yeah,
it.
you guys
You
don't
need
need
to
to
hear
hear it.
It was invalid in the
It
first
was-
place.
My point was.
It's like the Model
Trash.
T doesn't look like the Model T today. It
Boom.
aged perfectly.
Boom! Shots
Boom.
fired. They're fired.
Don't put that song in the thing. I'm not referring to that song.
Old things
Shots
just look
fired.
old eventually. That's just how things work.
All
The
early
passage of time.
2000s music, by the way, has aged terribly.
The passage of
The
time.
okay, first of all, the early 2000s, generally, it's just a bad point. That was like terrible aging. Everything is so corny and cheesy and
Hey man.
I still
memeable
like
from the
Linkin
early
Park.
2000s. It's hilarious.
Early 2000s R&B music still fire. I don't care. Slaps.
I'm gonna figure out
Crazy.
this sleep.
Slaps crazy.
I think
That
if we're
neo
talking about
rock
aging,
stuff
90s.
though.
I think the 90s have aged.
Linkin Park's What I've Done.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Oh,
like
I
that.
That's
that type
later
stuff.
That's still
2000s.
good.
That's 2007, 2006.
I think
Those
that's
are
still
still-
good.
those are still like
early,
early
2000s. We're
2000s.
talking about
Before
2004 or
2010
before.
is
No,
early
no,
2000s.
No, stop. Like the early 2000s is early before 2005.
Ah.
Well,
Look
let's
up
name
early
a song.
2000s people. Let's see what it gets. Why can't I can look it up right
What?
now.
What? I can't even remember any songs from
Oh,
early
but actually, I
2000s.
forgot
Oh,
this
Timbaland, maybe that one.
Oh, JT time. That was JT.
Wait, when did
All
Flo Rida
actually,
come out?
JT early 2000s did
Terrible.
not age bad.
Terrible. Cry Me a River, like fam.
Oh,
That song is legendary. That
Wait,
song
what
is
about
legendary.
what about What Comes Around?
That song is still legendary.
Wait.
Oh
Also,
my
what's that
God.
other song he did
Oh,
that was
him-
really famous?
The whole him and the boy band, all that music is just.
The boy band
Blah,
period
blah,
was
blah,
terrible.
blah, like, come
but
on.
JT on his solo career was amazing.
Made
What's the
corny
song where
music.
he's
He
like,
made
I look
corny
to the
music.
east, nobody by my side. I look to the west, nobody by my
Uh,
side.
he made corny music.
Dead and
What was
gone.
that?
Dead and gone. What's he?
I like that song.
Ladies and gentlemen, he made corny music.
My thing peaked so hard. You guys got to.
Ladies
When
and
you're saying
gentlemen.
Dead and Gone.
I really don't. I like Dead and Gone, man. I mean, I like Dead and Gone. I don't think it was that corny.
Oh, Power and Sleep. Here we go.
You know,
On battery.
if maybe it's a little corny.
But like he makes pop music in the first place, so it's like it's supposed to be corny, so like it doesn't make it bad.
You know, he's still making songs today, and it's
They're
crazy.
pretty much equally as corny.
You know, I
No,
liked
no.
somebody say something.
But
I
like
liked Say
it's
Something.
pop
That was
music.
good.
Like it's not supposed to be deep. It's pop music. Like it's supposed to be
Right.
playable and
All
fun.
right. But would you listen to anything deep from like 1990 and think it's corny today?
Anything that was
Nirvana?
intentionally deep.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Anything that was like intentionally
So,
deep.
If Kurt Cobain came out today, would he be popping?
Yes.
He would.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes,
he would be popping.
people love
Alright,
Kurt
We ran out of
Cobain.
time in our discussion of
There
the
are
topic
so
of
many
Spider-Man,
edgy
so-
teenagers.
But we can keep
People
going with the
love.
Kurt Cobain
He would have
topic.
been like a god.
Yes.
Like
There's
he would
so
be
many-
bigger.
With the whole XX Tentacion,
He'd be
like,
way
connect-
bigger.
Oh my god.
He'd be way bigger.
If
But would
he-
he have like? It would have been hard maybe for him to blow up.
I don't think
No,
so
no.
because like
There's
someone
his
would have
music genre-
someone would have heard one like
Some
rap
rapper would have
song.
made a feature with him and stuff,
And
and
it would
would
have been
and then he
huge.
would have taken off. He
And
would have
the
gotten the
fact
rap
is-
beat.
The fact is, his song "Teenage Spirit" smells like Teenage Spirit was the most played song of
People still
the most
play
streamed
Nirvana.
song.
Like
all right,
it's just like
Nirvana's
pre
still-
2000s until Bohemian Rhapsody stole it because movies.
he'd be so huge.
Yeah. It
If
would be the
anything,
best.
he was before his time.
Yeah.
He actually was.
He was the biggest thing in the 90s, probably,
And he'd be huger
still
today.
be huge today.
He'd be
you
so
know?
big.
You know, he might probably wouldn't knock off Ariana Grande, sadly, but that's just me.
Next topic. Why did I say it like that?
So me and Ed, being from Connecticut, we've had our good share of pizzas and bagels. First time I went to New York. Well, not first time I went to New York, but first time
Just
I
circular
went with
bread.
them. People who actually are from New York. I tried their pizzas and bagels, and it's really amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people who just eat bagels casually think like bagels are just bagels until you have a bagel from New York. You're like, wow, this can be like
New
actually
York
good.
people.
Like I can actually like love bagels.
People who ride
As a food.
elevators just think elevators are elevators until they go to New York, and the New York elevators, damn.
I don't think there's an elevator specialty in New York.
I'm just saying.
Some
you know.
of them,
you never
some
know.
of them
Handicapped
have
New
people-
York-
Some of them
New
have
York
shit,
people.
this is
Some of them
amazing.
have doormen and whatnot.
New
There
York
are some
is the
nice
bomb,
elevators in
right?
the city, but you can't get into those buildings in the first place, so it doesn't matter.
You have to do an ad plug, and this video is brought to you by the Connecticut River. It's just flowing.
Association.
Can we get sued for saying it's brought to you by Connecticut River? Screw it, it's not by the Connecticut River. It's brought to you by It's brought to you by
Air.
a comet. A comet that's coming by.
Air.
Eventually, that's gonna hit us all. We're all gonna
Comet
die.
and air.
Brought to you by
End.
oxygen as well as water. Not just water, like H2O, the compound.
H2O, like this. Shout out to Jaden.
But like
I
not
can't
actually,
show my water
not
because this
actually,
is
just liquid, water for sustenance.
Just. Can we even say just water?
We
without-
can say just water,
Just
especially specifying that it's
I
not.
can't show this on camera. This company.
That
First
is
of all,
the
you
James
don't
man.
even want to show that company.
I
We're not
want-
gonna.
we're not even-
say the
we're not
company's
even-
name
we're
because
not
then they
even-
could probably come out
We're
and
not
like
even
those-
gonna like delve into
those
how
beasts
wrong
ridiculous
that
like
company is.
that's a
Company-
rabbit hole. We don't even need
That
to get
company
into
is
that.
so big that might actually probably exceeds Disney in terms of how much
It's
stuff
huge,
they
the
have on
amount
it.
It's a
thing.
terrible
Yeah.
company. We're
And
not
we
gonna
don't-
say his
we don't
name,
even
but
need
it
to
rhymes
get
with best me. Anyway.
Best.
Yes.
Yes,
All
the
right.
best
it'll,
me.
it'll connect in your head later. It's fine.
All right,
yeah.
it will take a minute. So elevators in New York are better.
Fire.
Bagels in New York are better.
Fire.
I just had Pepe's Pizza in Connecticut today, and New Haven,
Yeah.
and that was good pizza.
It's pretty.
Not trash because people know how to make pizza outside of New York.
We're not saying it's trash.
Some of the pizza is trash.
Oh,
so,
actually, some of
a
it.
good amount of the
there's
pizza
gotta be
is trash.
some
Domino's. I fucking hate Domino's.
Domino's
It's so
is
gross.
an interesting.
Yeah, but like that doesn't. Domino's doesn't count.
man, Miss Jeepers, Captain America.
Domino's doesn't count. That's a chain pizza. It's pretty much
Yeah.
standard everywhere.
Everybody has the same Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
Like it's regular Domino's.
South
flavor.
Africa.
Anyone had Little Caesars?
Little Caesars is alright.
I feel like
I like
Little
Little Caesars
Caesars.
most, but I feel like it hurts your body the most.
I feel like Little Caesars gets a bad rap, and like some people think it's like trash pizza, but like it's pretty decent pizza. It's like you just gotta go get it. You know,
I'm just
if they
telling you.
delivered, it would raise the tier a little bit. But you know,
It's hot and
decent.
ready.
Yeah, yo, when that came out in my neighborhood, yo, it was lit on the block.
It's closed, by
Yeah,
the way, right?
yeah, it's been closed for a while.
For,
but when it
for
like
food issues,
when it
for
first
sure.
came out, it was hot on the block. So hot that they robbed Little Caesars.
Oh, wow.
And then they put that like door up behind the counter so you couldn't get back there so easily.
Oh yeah, they have to add that.
Yeah,
They
added
have
that.
to be like, they have to do the basically the UPS or the post office thing. It's like, we're going to slide this down, and then you can take your pizza. Just don't open that while this is up, okay?
Or you
Otherwise,
get shot.
We get to attack you back.
You know,
No,
sadly,
I just want a pizza.
I'm gluten free, so I have to go find some shazam.
What kind of Italian is gluten free? How are you Italian and gluten free?
I
That's
gotta
like
go
the
find
biggest
some
curse.
shit that's gluten free and
This
it's
is
so
the top of the
hard.
video. Ed's gluten freeism.
Eggs.
Yo, there has to be like a gluten shot that you can take and not be gluten free anymore.
You know,
Can they
I
train
feel
you
like they could-
Wait, why can't they train you like a toxin? Like,
Yeah.
This is like a general question, actually.
Like, I
Like, why
feel-
if people are allergic to crap, and then like we train people to get rid of toxins or like to not be being able to get poisoned by certain poisons and crap like that. Why can't we do the same thing for allergies?
because it's, I think, even more complicated than training people for toxins. I feel like the enzymes and prozymes and
He doesn't know what he's talking
death
about.
zymes that float about in
It
your
is
blood.
more complex than a simple poison or whatever. But I feel like eventually, through medical advancement, we should find a way to get over like allergies
And
food
cure
allergies
cancer.
Because I
and
feel like
AIDS.
I
I feel like they're holding out on the cancer
it's
thing.
it's such
They
a
might
weak
be.
thing to like hold back mankind is like a food allergy. Like that's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, if you give like an intolerant person more gluten, they're gonna progress to like celiac.
Yeah, that's obviously not the
Which is-
solution.
Yeah, that's not the solution.
If
So
you have a peanut allergy, the solution to your peanut allergy wouldn't to have a peanut butter sandwich every hour on the hour for the
Boom.
rest of your life. Like
what
that
would
wouldn't
be
be the
great?
that wouldn't be the
What
move.
would be great is if you could get a pill that you could just pop and then boom, no side effects.
Yeah,
you could
like
just eat
that's
whatever you
more
wanted.
along the lines of what I'm
Imagine this
thinking of.
discussion, like some scientist, he's like, "Oh my God, guys, we figured it out. These geniuses here."
He's like, you know what? I
Out of
never
the
thought
20
of that.
views.
Crazy.
Coincidentally, no one has been working on the pill.
It's probably so simple. It's like when we're in a math class and the teacher's like, "How do you solve this?" and no one knows, but it was so simple. It was right in front of you. That's exactly what's going on in those labs, people. It's right in
It's
front
like
of them.
when teacher shows you a formula and a way to do it that's like entirely too complex, and you just randomly thought of a different way to do it, and it actually gets the right answer. And the teacher's like, "Huh."
Never thought of that one.
After his PhD, he just never thought of that one.
Shocker! Wow.
Bagels and pizza.
Yeah, fire.
But yeah, if you're not gluten intolerant or celiac, yes,
Get a
they're
Wait,
bagel,
Ed,
get
good.
a pizza.
Have you had a New York bagel?
No.
He can't.
He might
I
die.
can't.
I
can
Ed doesn't die from eating gluten. He can go eat
I can
gluten.
eat it.
Sometimes he forgets.
He's gonna
like,
shit
oh,
himself. for
But
it.
like eventually,
Language.
it could get to the point where he passes away from gluten.
Yeah, it'll get to the point. At
Because
some
like there's
point,
a
you know?
threshold, you know, and you're just stacking on it until
Good
eventually it's just
Yeah,
it's over. It's wraps.
yeah. A good question is, what is one food you'd want to eat before you die? Right, like right.
I'm pretty
before
sure you
die.
want to eat something with gluten before you.
Yeah,
Can I say anti-death food?
probably lava cake.
That's cheating. There's too many foods. Food is delicious.
Okay, would you rather give up all desserts or all cheeses?
All
All
desserts.
cheeses light.
No, just
Light.
All desserts.
All cheeses light.
So many good meals you
Light.
can make with cheeses.
Light.
Oh, like wait, you can't. So just cheese. You can't have it added to anything or nothing.
No, just like
Just
yeah,
no
give
cheese.
up all cheese.
Every
no
food-
chicken
Yeah, no.
parmesan.
I'm goodbye. Goodbye.
You know,
Goodbye desserts.
I can't eat cheese.
Goodbye
Why
desserts.
cheese?
There's entire cultures that make food without any dairy products at all. I'm straight.
You
I
could
like
have vegan
dessert.
cheese.
I
Yeah,
like
you can
I
dessert.
can't have chicken parm. I can't have.
Well, vegan chicken
burgers.
parm.
Damn,
isn't
now
that
it's
bad.
even
I
harder.
can't eat burgers.
I wouldn't be able to
can't
have
have
so many
I
cheesecake.
can't
desserts.
have. You can't. Any Italian meal's over. No Parmesan cheese.
No pizza.
No. Oh yeah, pizza.
You would just
over.
be having
Pizza's
bread.
Done.
Cheesecake
Bread and
is
sauce.
dessert and cheese.
Cheesecake. Well, you won't have dessert.
I hate
anymore.
cheesecake anyway.
Well, no, if we're talking about all, that's more like milk, I think, right? Like any dairy. 'Cause
No, we're
cheesecake.
not.
All right, now
Yeah.
you're canceling like a lot more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
no,
dairy.
no.
That's
Cheesecake,
ridiculous.
you have
Desserts
dairy,
need-
and you
Is
easily lose
cheesecake
dessert.
actually
still
like
be
cheese?
What?
Is
No,
it actually
it's
cheese?
just dairy and
Yeah,
sugar.
I don't think it's actually cheese.
Yeah, it's just milk and sugar.
For,
I don't think
for
they-
a catchy name.
I don't think they dump like some mozzarella in there just right before.
It's just a pure pound of mozzarella, just like
Yeah.
cooked in there.
That sounds disgusting.
Delicious, and
Not
just a
so
crap
actually.
ton of sugar. Yeah.
Oh, fresh mutts? No, I'm getting rid of cheese, desserts. Get rid of desserts. I
I'm
want
not-
fresh mutts.
I'm not that attached to cheese in general.
Cheese is
Like,
delicious.
It's just not
I
that.
don't even get desserts like that.
Yeah, I eat like
I love,
every day
like,
on my
desserts
sandwich. I
far
put Swiss
more.
or cheddar. Or
Sandwiches.
Oh, there's
Your
so much stuff.
Sandwiches would be different.
I feel like it's cultural because there are like so many cultures. Like they just don't mess with cheese like that. It's not that big of a thing.
I mean, I could maybe survive without cheese, but
Like
You
there's-
are supposed to.
I am
Yeah,
supposed to.
you're
But
supposed
that's another podcast, all right?
Hey, Mark, I'll have
Dairy
this
intolerance is baloney, okay?
sad.
You can't even have desserts. Like
Yeah,
you have
like,
to have like
ice
gluten-free
cream
cookies. And
is
Yeah.
top tier. Like
Oh my god, Jason.
Oh
Goodness.
Oh my God! How long has it been on the?
I think this time.
all right, yeah.
I think we're good.
Clap just in case again on camera. All right, that's good.
Okay,
I'm back in
fantastic,
it.
fantastic.
But yeah, ice cream is top tier. I wouldn't want to live without it.
Ice
Sometimes,
cream is top tier.
sometimes I just like sweet stuff, and like sometimes I just be sitting there like, man, I want something sweet. Like I never sit there and be like, man, I
I want
want
grilled
cheese.
cheese,
Like
though.
never in life.
There's so
Never
much.
in life.
There's so much you could do with cheese.
I've been like, I'm in a mood for a nice avocado, turkey, and Swiss sandwich.
Like cheese itself is also just a topping that you could substitute with other things. And like I just
You can
don't
have-
need cheese. I don't need cheese.
Oh, but hold up. The whole thing with dessert, though, you couldn't even have, like, fake desserts or whatever. Ooh.
Yeah, you couldn't have any
You
dessert
can have
ever.
a substitute. Can you have a substitute cheese? If you
Yeah,
do-
vegan.
Yeah, like
It's
you can have sub cheese.
Trust me, it's disgusting.
You can have sub cheese,
The
but
majority
like
of
without
it.
desserts, you could never taste sweet ever again.
The
And, like,
majority of
never would I
vegan
sign up
cheese
for
is
that.
is
Never would I
terrible.
The gluten-free like ice cream tastes like water.
Yeah, the
So, like,
the
can you
majority.
imagine like sugar-free milk, like everything
Milk,
free? Just...
casein, dairy free is horrible. There is soy though, which could work for like pizza. Soy cheese.
I've had vegan cheese before, and like it's not like amazing, but for my cheese needs, if I couldn't have cheese anymore, I could
What
live
was
with
the
it.
brand that you had?
I could live with it. I don't
Okay, because if you have
Irrelevant.
this cheese called
Irrelevant.
Daya,
irrelevant.
the word is in the name. It makes you die. It's horrible. Die.
Plus, every day
Horrible.
we're getting better at the vegan, plant-based substitutes. People are making new innovations daily. So I feel like I'd be pretty straight without regular cheese. I feel like
Yeah.
even like as a society, eventually we're gonna move away from dairy products in general because like more science is coming out by the day that like it's illogical that we consume it in the first place.
Oh, but then also I heard wheat is like, illogical too.
What?
Yeah, I heard something about
That
No,
sounds
wheat is a basis for everything.
that sounds incorrect. Sir.
processed wheat.
Processing is different.
Yeah.
There might be problems with that, but wheat in
That's
general.
it, guys. We're just gonna be eating
There'd
from,
be
from
nothing
hay
to eat.
fields.
Yeah, but like
Alright.
it wouldn't be anything to eat. Most of everything is based on grains.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating the straight.
Have you
Just-
never
we
learned
just-
the
we just
food
have to do
triangle in middle
photosynthesis.
school?
We just have to do photosynthesis if there's no more green.
Yeah.
Nah, screw that. I'm losing desserts. I need the cheese.
No, I'll lose the cheese because, like he said, it's a substitute. So
Yeah, like bomb cheese. Like it's not that deep.
I'll stick with the desserts.
I might have
you
to
know?
rethink
Like
my.
to never have anything sweet again. Never.
There's other sweet stuff. There's candy.
molasses.
Yeah, I mean,
But like, yeah, but that's
Maple
it.
syrup?
That's
Maple
it. That's
syrup?
the only thing. They just
Some
be candy.
M&Ms.
All right, it's just candy.
Chocolate,
It just be
chocolate.
candy.
Chocolate.
Yeah, that's candy. It just be candy.
Yeah, chocolate.
All you'd have left is candy, and like
Actually, now
I
I'm
like
swinging back.
donuts.
I'm on the fence. With
I
this
like
one.
donuts and pies and just all types of delicious things.
Donut could be classified as a breakfast food.
No, it's a dessert.
Donut is not.
It's a dessert.
Even
Even
classified as a
Even
breakfast
argument
food.
is more
Even
people.
at, no,
Okay,
even at
dessert
breakfast,
or
it's still a
breakfast?
dessert.
I think
Even
it's-
at breakfast, it's still a dessert.
No, I don't consider a dessert
It's
at
still a
breakfast.
dessert. It's still a dessert.
Breakfast.
It's still a dessert.
I could eat that any. I mean,
You
I
can
don't
eat that anytime.
You can eat a dessert
That's a
at any
rough
time.
line.
There's not a
So,
specified time.
who is coming up with this stuff?
There's not a
People have
specified.
donuts for
A
breakfast.
scone?
A lot of
A
people,
scone
like,
is
it's
not a
a
dessert.
difficult thing to be like, I'm out to Dunkin'
Pastries
Donuts. Yeah, a
are
whole bunch of
desserts.
donuts.
Chocolate chip
Or
scone
Time
is
out.
not.
Time out. Pastries are desserts. It doesn't matter what time you have them.
I'm telling you, a chocolate chip, a scone was made for breakfast.
It doesn't matter when you
A
eat
croissant was made for
it. It
breakfast.
doesn't matter
Croissant.
when
The way
you
you
eat
said
it.
it.
Okay, a croissant was made for
It
breakfast.
doesn't matter when you eat it.
There's no way that's getting taken away.
It's
I will.
Just because you eat something at breakfast doesn't make it a breakfast food.
We
People
need
eat
our
rice
viewers.
for breakfast. Does that make it eggs? Like
That's
you can
a
eat it
horrible
anytime.
analogy.
You can
We
eat
need
it
our
breakfast for
anytime.
dinner.
Viewers need to solve this. No, you cannot. I don't
pastry
eat croissants for
is
dessert.
a dessert. A pastry is
Nah,
a dessert.
that's
There's all
very
types of fillings
specific.
with croissants too. Like what are you
Very
talking
specific. You have
What
to
are you
look.
talking
you have
about?
to look for. There's different pastries.
What are you
Some are
talking
made
about?
for dessert. Some are made
Yo,
for. Some are
a
made for
pastry
breakfast.
is a dessert. That
No.
you could have a pastry for
You could,
breakfast.
I bet if you looked up pastry and it would not say dessert
It's
right
a
next to it. You
dessert.
wouldn't find a
A
picture
pastry is a
of
dessert.
cake next to it.
A
Okay?
pastry is a dessert.
No, it's not.
It is.
This is. It's not
What
always
are you
dessert.
ta-
There is plenty
a
of
pastry is a
breakfast
dessert.
food.
It's a dessert.
A croissant was made literally
why do you
because
say it like that?
of breakfast
That's the
needs.
way to say
okay?
it. But like, what are you talking about?
Because-
Says whom?
I swear we need to look
Says
this. We
whom?
need to look this up. But I know that is not a dessert.
Alright, it's-
When was the last time you had it for dessert?
When I was in Romania, it was a nice dessert.
What?
It had
What you
chocolate
had for dessert?
filling.
There we go.
Croissant
See,
was a
see,
nice chocolate
chocolate
filling.
filled
It was
croissants.
amazing.
That
it
right
was
there,
fine.
right? But that's not. That is
what
like.
are you talking
it
about?
was.
It's
it
a
was.
cro- it was a
It was
croissant.
built up.
It
It
was
was
a
built up
croissant.
and put some
It was a
sugar on there.
croissant.
I've gone to. I've gone to many places. They just give it to you as a side with your coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Boom. It's
And
available.
You could have a
So
donut.
tell me,
you could have a
You don't
slice of
see.
cake
You don't
in
see
the
slice
morning.
of cake on a restaurant menu next
Yes,
to coffee.
yes, there is.
Coffee
people,
cake.
People eat cake.
Coffee cake.
You're getting so
Yes.
Wait, it's
Yes,
coffee cake.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a
tiramisu.
dessert.
That's coffee
It
cake.
Poking holes.
doesn't matter what
Tiramisu
time you eat
is
it.
a
Is
dessert.
gonna have coffee cake for dessert tonight?
Yes.
No.
What are
It's
you
an option.
talking
It's an
about?
option in Olive Garden.
It's
Somebody just
it's
say,
options
after
on
my
the
steak-
dessert menu.
And on the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
So
I'm not arguing that you can't have it for
So
breakfast.
who
A
is to
dessert
decide?
is a dessert.
No.
It doesn't matter what time you have it.
If it was
I've seen
invented for
people
breakfast-
have a slice of pie and their coffee
There-
for
those
breakfast.
those are
that
other
doesn't
people.
that doesn't make it
Those are
not a
other
dessert.
people. That if it was invented for
Who are
breakfast
you to
time.
say that it was invented for
That's
breakfast
why
time?
we are
Were
gonna
you
get
there?
back to them.
Were you there? Were you there?
How about we look
Were
that
you
up?
there? Were you there? Like
We're gonna look that up. Can someone look it
that's
up?
ridiculous. It's a dessert, regardless of the time
No,
you have it.
it is a breakfast
This
item.
dessert
So
It's
what
not
is it? Is
specified.
coffee cake a dessert?
No, try croissant.
Oh,
It's
croissant is a
croissant.
breakfast. That one's a breakfast.
It could be
I
turned
don't even
into
know
a
how to say
dessert.
It
A
could be turned
pastry is
into.
a dessert. A pastry is a dessert.
Oh my god.
And the results are very
It's gonna be a biased article.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bias in this article.
Bias either way.
That's right. If it says dessert, it's biased. If it says it's breakfast, it's biased.
You could use it for whatever.
So what are we even arguing about? Because at this point, croissant should stay for both.
I think croissants should stay as a breakfast. Because you know what? Do you ever see somebody eat croissants as dessert?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Breakfast?
Yes, and all so many
chocolate
other
croissants.
places.
Christian,
Chocolate
what do you say?
croissants. That's the
I
only
like
dessert.
what do you
I've
say?
ever
Breakfast
had.
too.
I could eat that as breakfast. I have eaten a chocolate croissant as a breakfast.
And all my 20 years, I've always eaten it as a breakfast.
I've had it as a dessert.
Yeah, once.
The places
Once.
you talking about, like there's all these
There's
different
no
places.
definitive answers.
There's gonna be no definitive answer.
See,
Because some people have it
it's-
for breakfast,
What do you
and
put
some
on a
people
croissant
have
And
for
it.
that
breakfast?
means that it cannot be counted towards.
It's
It should be
biased.
counted towards both or neither.
It's like
I think it is debatable.
Yeah,
it's like, do you pour milk first or,
But it's breakfast.
after?
That's not.
Do you put your socks on before your pants or after? You know,
What are you saying, Christian?
it's bias. You know,
bias. You know?
I put my socks on before my pants.
It depends on where
I
you're
pour
from.
milk first.
What you do normally.
We should ask a French person.
French people. Breakfast? Oh no.
Oh no!
Anyway.
All right, what is
Next
coming
topic.
up?
I'm looking at the topic list right
Oh,
now.
I love this one.
Ready to go. The next topic, people.
That was excessive.
So, I'm gonna see which one is interesting. We can't do that second one. Second one's. That one, it's not a whole freaking thing. Ed, you want to say something to Jen Lamont right now?
Right now?
This is an ad promotion for
PG,
Jen Lamont.
PG,
Oh,
PG,
man.
Lamont.
Well,
Did you say, why is it Jenna Smith? Jaina Smith?
I don't know. That's what you said about just water. I just typed whatever I heard.
Oh, you put slash. Okay, never mind. Jenna Smith? It's Jaden Smith.
Jaden.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought that
God, Christian, you uncultured swine.
Shout out to Jaden Smith. What he's doing in Flint is like ridiculously.
Everything that he's
Oh,
doing
he's
right
in
now.
Flint?
His environmental. Like,
He's in Flint? That's
he's
great.
using like the money for like mainly for from Just Water.
And
Like-
he had like just water, like
Shout out.
filtration systems there. He's also has like food trucks for the homeless that's like vegan and stuff. Like he's doing amazing work. My man's is only 20. He's doing more than like
doing more
full-grown
than any all four of us.
politicians.
Oh,
yeah, we're just sitting here.
What a great guy.
Not
We
that, he's
aspire
doing
to
more
be
than
him.
politicians and mayors and whatnot. And he's just a guy who's 20, just
21 now, actually.
21, just using his platform.
He's doing.
He's literally almost.
doing
And
a lot.
people look at him like he's crazy. He has shaved pink hair.
And it'd be the same people that'd be on their couch doing absolutely nothing
But
to advance
remember,
humanity
the
whatsoever.
most
That's
eccentric
us.
people.
That we're on the couch doing nothing.
Nah, we do stuff.
We're doing this
we're in
right
chairs.
now. Hey.
We're in
Plus,
chairs.
there are people who have like actual like power to change things, who sit and criticize other people, but
Everyone
don't do
has
anything
power
themselves.
to change things.
Not the
If
same
you-
level of
yes,
power.
but if you all get together instead of sitting on the couch, boom.
Alright, but like all like no.
That's cool and all.
It was,
But,
it was
like,
supporting.
That's like a
supporting
great
your
like
comment.
that's like a great
But,
thought
like,
in
at
your
the same
head,
time,
but like in reality,
can't do
we
as
don't
much
have
as,
equal
like-
power.
Like,
We don't have
you
equal
can't.
power. Like
No,
it's
it's
just,
the
no,
bourgeoisie and the.
But
I forget
That's
the
just
other
fake.
class.
That's just
Like,
fake.
that's not my history.
theoretically,
yeah, but that's just an idea. Like actually, like in real life, some people have like a lot of power and platform that could actually make change.
King Louis
But
versus
But
50
don't.
million people getting together outside the castle. King Louis wins.
Yeah, like it's
Until
just
there was
tough.
an extra million
like
people
that.
to attack him.
It's just
so,
like that.
50 million people.
Alexander the Great, you know.
Him versus 50 million people. I'd back Alexander. His power. Damn. Almighty push.
He could just
The
just gets the
political.
military and it's just raps.
But what if the military turns against him?
Yeah, but like the military is with the
People.
king. It's
Or the-
not
or
with
the
the
king.
it's not with
There
the
we-
people.
yeah,
The military is never
It
with
could
the
also
people.
be. It could also
They're
be
not
with
the military
but wait,
anymore after
It
that.
could also be with the general that's leading them.
Yeah,
and
but
they
the
could turn
general
against the
is
king.
with the leadership. Like then
Unless-
they're
unless
not
it- unless
the
they
military
break.
anymore. Yeah, but then they're not the military anymore. It's just
Yeah,
the
then it's just
resistance.
the
And
resistance.
then it's over.
It's over because the resistance is so much bigger than.
No, like if
Then
you
King
lose the
Louis.
military, then you're not in power anymore. Like, that's
Exactly.
just like the last line,
So that's the goal, guys.
and that's just doesn't
So-
happen. That just doesn't happen.
Jaden Smith though.
Jen Lamont though.
So which one? Okay, Jen Lamont is this
PG,
guy.
PG.
I guess this whole thing's gonna be Jen Lamont and Jaden Smith. So they're best buddies. No.
No, if they are.
John
then
Lamont
we're
is this
done.
random man on Quora that Ed converses with.
I've conversed with him a few times. If anyone's used Quora, it's this site where you ask questions and other people answer them. You should get on it. It's really nice.
That's not a plug-in ad. Or
It is
whatever.
not an
They're
ad.
paid.
We're
Not
not
sponsored
paid.
yet.
Unsponsored.
Yet.
Okay.
Unsponsored.
Or you
yet.
want to do something?
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Shout out.
We'd be happy.
But there are toxic people on Quora.
Like every other.
There are a few.
database.
Yes, and some of these people are just extreme. One of them happens to have this really awesome name, Jen Lamont, and he's changed it by the way.
AKA.
Oren Atlinson.
Yeah.
If you couldn't guess from that last name, he is an Aquaman
Fiend.
aficionado, fiend fanboy, and we do argue mostly about comics with this man. Just me and him, really, and probably half of Quora. And we find that this guy has such skewed like views because he is so desperate to have his character win or be better than everybody.
Because Aquaman is a supreme being
Yes.
above all
Yes.
in DC universe.
Exactly.
Aquaman's a joke.
He could one
I'm
v week
sorry.
go
He
Aquaman
could
is
he could
ridiculous.
cut the
Superman.
multiverse in half.
The only reason
This is stuff
man
Jen
has gotten
Lamont
so
pretty
OP
much
is
believes.
because he's been a joke for so many years.
And now they're boosting him up. Now
The original Aquaman was basically, if you guys ever watched The Boys,
He
the
could talk
Deep.
to
It
fish.
was
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
the Deep.
Yeah.
That was the original Aquaman. His whole thing was exactly like the Deep.
I love Aquaman. I love that he's getting respect. But him versus Superman.
Aquaman,
Okay,
hands
come on.
down.
There
no
was a
doubt.
fight that happened recently in
doubt.
the Rebirth comics, and this is a fight that Jen Lamont loves to take one single like picture of. Okay, of Aquaman using both of his fists to send Superman flying like 3 feet away. He keeps putting that up and acting like, look, Aquaman has hurt Superman before. He could easily beat him. The thing he doesn't mention is that in that fight, Superman was, number one, didn't use any other powers. He was holding back so bad it wasn't even funny. Like, the guy didn't even use super speed. He barely threw a punch. He was just trying to restrain Aquaman. Number two, Mara, Aquaman's squeeze, was in the fight.
Hey man,
Hey,
man,
I just
squeeze,
remember
man,
that
squeeze.
from Dark Knight. Okay,
Man,
you know.
squeeze, man. Contain.
Yeah, Mara jumps in and they double team Superman.
And still don't win.
and still, yeah. And by the end of the fight, the hilarious thing is Aquaman's looking ragged and tattered like he got hit with an 18-wheeler. Superman doesn't have a single cut or scratch on him. He looks so chill. And then he even threatens Aquaman, and Aquaman's like, oh, okay, better follow that. You never see a Jen Lamont talk about this stuff. This might be random, but just remember, look out for these people. Don't believe anything you read. They write this crap, and it's not just on Quora. It's everywhere, and they're just so biased and horrible. They're horrible. Okay, so look out for them.
Quora is a cesspool. Guys.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I
But
come
it's
out with
also
any
Ed for
more.
So
president.
which is worse, Quora or Reddit?
Oh,
Oh,
It's Reddit, it's Reddit, it's Reddit,
Reddit.
it's
Quora's
Reddit.
not even. I don't think it's
I
even
use
close to as
Reddit.
big as
you
that.
ever tried a
I haven't
50-50?
gone either.
Ooh.
The argument basis for me is on Instagram. I use Instagram.
Twitter is the most. You can see
I use
porn on
I
Twitter.
wanna
No,
get
I
on
don't
Twitter.
use Twitter. No.
Twitter
Twitter
seems like a
is
waste
toxic.
of time.
It's
I've
toxic.
seen porn. I've seen toxicity of.
No, like Instagram is like there's there's parts of Instagram and it's mainly the comment section. It just like sometimes occasionally toxic, but like what you get on Instagram is just so much other content that just like balances it out. On Twitter, the thing about Twitter is like it's mostly like tweets, which is just words. So it's just higher toxicity.
Plus,
'cause
there's
it's
no
just people-
So many
censorship.
people just arguing with
There's
each
no
other.
like IG be if you're toxic a little bit, your videos coming down.
Instagram is like Twitter's like 11-year-old cousin that just
Yeah.
got an Xbox.
Who like thinks he's hard,
Yeah.
but like Twitter is that drunk guy at the bar.
he's the uncle that abused him
Yeah.
and that taught him how to use those words.
And then like once he drinks, it's just full blown. He throws on the cape and it's just raps
Yeah.
from there, and he's just chanting in the street.
I don't know if like you've seen recently though, for some reason on Instagram it became a thing now that majority of the comments are people promoting their music on there.
Oh,
And it's,
music,
like,
art.
really,
Oh.
80% of the comments now. I try going like seeing people's views and
Yeah.
opinions, and I always get like my mixtape fire ad.
There's
at,
also-
little
there's-
22W at this ad and follow my SoundCloud right now.
Yeah.
Or even the best comments are like, yo, I bet you right now you won't look at my story.
Yeah. There's a lot of bots on Instagram, which also is like it's like slightly inconvenient, but it also like adds to the wholesomeness. Like there's not so much toxicity
I
because it's
post
just
a
like
picture of Thanos every day.
it's just
I follow
people.
some of those weird pages.
There's
that post the same picture every day.
I follow this one page that just posts different like swatches of carpet. Like this guy or whoever just
Wow.
goes around to different
That's a
places and
first.
just has
That's
carpets.
a first.
I follow
you like
one that
these
posts A whole
pictures?
bunch of cactus pictures.
I
every
like
day.
the pictures.
I need
'cause
to find these
some
accounts.
some of these carpets are like, oh, that's cool.
Future
I
carpet
mean, look at the
salesman.
cactus one I follow, and we post like really cool pictures of the cactus. I'm like, that looks like a cool cactus.
Yeah, it's
I don't
just
have any interest in cacti.
it's just wholesome entertainment. Sometimes there's just low toxicity most of the time.
Yeah. You just have to watch where you follow. I made a mistake and followed a bunch of college frat sort of pages.
I had to unfollow some of those.
And there are so many
Barstool
scantily
and
clad.
whatnot.
Barstool is cool, I think, but
It's just like some of the
there's-
knockoffs of those
I'm
pages.
And then
following,
they do
like,
some, promotions
straight-
on there that get
yeah,
weird. And you're
straight,
like, I'm trying to live my life.
just completely scantily clad women all over my Instagram feed.
There's
Okay?
also some
Down.
pages that their entire content is just posting other pages and like,
yeah, that
oh,
too.
if you
Oh,
like
yeah.
this, follow over here,
Yeah.
and like that page is trash, and that's also another page that like promotes other pages, and it's just a rabbit hole. So if you follow a page and it says like go to this other page, just unfollow. Just unfollow.
or like follow Kitty98 for her to watch
Oh,
that
and
full
what's
video.
up with the
full
Instagram
video
thing
that she's
started
gonna
happening
post.
recently is like those weird request messages.
Yeah, you
and
get
stuff
those
like
random
that.
Oh,
DMs
yeah,
from
that
bots.
too.
DM you from bots.
I
and,
got
like,
so many
They
of
add
those
you with like
DMs.
98 other people
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
It's
I get so many
annoying.
of those.
I get one a day. Like it's
Yeah.
every day.
If someone
Just
DMs
Russian
you
people.
and they have 0 posts, 0 followers, just delete it. Like you just don't even look at it.
Don't answer for sure.
They got no
think it's somebody
if they
you
got
know.
no
Don't give them
avatar,
your
like
social
just stop.
security number.
Just
Just
stop.
don't. You don't know who they are. You're waiting for their picture. It's not them.
It's not
They
gonna
may
come.
look nice, but it's not all sugar. and
I've gotten a
spice.
DM of someone who asked me if I were to like ever draw hentai for them. They would pay me.
That feels like legitimate. You might want to get into that business. Did you ask how much? Because I'd ask how much.
I just said
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah, but
I don't do that kind of
Hey
stuff,
man,
you know, man.
if I could draw seriously, like
I would
if the
make
text
money
is
off
looking
of that.
decent enough, I'm drawing you whatever you want.
yeah,
forget,
if I could draw.
I go to like Comic-Con and stuff, and like they have the artists are there, and some of the artists they like will draw whatever you want for them, wherever you pay them a good amount of money. And like I see some people ask some weird stuff, like they get something wild. They're
What, like in
"Alright,
public?"
paint me with the body of Patrick Swayze in his prime days, but with the arms of Arnold, and like make sure there's like 2 different women. One looks like Salma Hayek and one looks like Sigourney Weaver, and they're holding on to me
Sigourney,
while there's
ooh.
a giant fire in the background of Los Angeles. Like,
That's
whoa!
super
Who-
specific.
It's like every scene
Sigourney
hearing them say
Weaver.
this stuff. I'm like,
This man dreamt about this his whole entire life.
Yeah.
He was
Are you
waiting for
okay?
this moment. He had a reference photo and everything.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Salma Hayek with or without the unibrow?
That was only in one
in her
movie.
movie for
Yo,
what was the artist?
P.S. I just had Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, but P.S. Selma Hayek, fire, like ridiculous.
Like ridiculously
Especially
hot.
at her age, like she just looks fantastic. She looks fantastic.
I'm gonna have to look her up. Also, Kate
That's
Beckinsale.
creepy. Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, just to
How
see
do
what
you
she
not
looks
know
like.
who that
Knights
is?
of Columbus,
I
man.
probably
How do
know
you
what
not
she
know
looks
who that
like. I
is?
just don't know her
My
name.
goodness.
You know. Join the Knights of Columbus.
Or not.
do not.
Or not. It's cool.
At least
Do
if you're
whatever you
in
want.
Connecticut.
the greater Connecticut area, you know, Hartford,
Up north.
West
I just went to
Hartford.
their headquarters.
Will be
today.
yeah. They have a unit. They have a Hartford
We were,
headquarters.
no, we were in New Haven.
They have a New Haven
Ah.
headquarters.
They're,
Right.
that's
They're
like
just
their
spreading
big
faster
headquarters.
now.
They had like a giant like 4-pillar building. There's this giant skyscraper and like it has like a free floor plan in the middle, so like it's just open space and like all whatever they lay out.
That sounds
Whoa.
fire.
And then they had, and then the museum. We went to the museum and we saw like, just because we were walking the area, we decided let's go in there because it's like a cool building that the museum's in for architecture. And
Nice.
they had like they showed the construction of the building and stuff. They had like all the artifacts. They had like the first like outfit of like the guy who founded it there with like pieces of his artifacts in the whole shrine area.
That
It was
sounds
wild. I
kinda
got
cool.
pictures.
That sounds kind of cool.
It was weird.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
want to check
I
out
got-
that museum.
I could
It-
probably get into that skyscraper.
You're a
You just
brother,
gotta-
you're
we
a
walked
brother.
in,
You
we're
just gotta show your
architecture
ring.
students, And they just said, "Oh, go on in."
So you talk to Knights people or?
There was like only like one Knights guy just there.
Oh,
We didn't go into the headquarters because they're pretty like tight about that space. But with the
Yeah.
museum, they were just like go on in, and we went around the whole area.
You're a
sounds
brother.
kinda cool.
Yeah, I
You
am
can
a
join.
brother. I have a 4th degree. Okay.
4th degree burn.
Fourth
Fourth
degree.
degree
No,
cross.
not yet. Not yet. But I have a 4th degree.
All right, cool.
How do you get a 4th degree?
You just gotta go to the meetings and you just gotta do the stuff that
then
they
you
do.
gotta
there.
go do. Then you gotta go do secret stuff, like literally, and I can't even talk about it.
Uh
Or else they're gonna see this podcast and they're
And
gonna
they're
kick
gonna
me
Don't be
out
strike
of
Edward
there.
Snowden.
They're gonna strike it down. We don't need
Yeah.
that. They got full bags of Doritos in there.
They're watching us through these cameras.
Next
Our
topic.
computers.
I think this will be the last topic for this session.
Let's do. I was thinking DCEU stuff because you have a whole list of DCU stuff.
All right, let's
So
go.
Joker, standing ovation. Robert Pattinson's Batman, a new trilogy? Question mark. DCEU reboots. What's the news?
They should, in my humble personal opinion, they should hard reboot.
Yeah.
Hard reboot and just have this Joker and this Batman start off the new universe because already the Joker is so highly regarded. And if Robert Pattinson's Batman gets some traction, they should just go full-fledged and just reboot
They
everything.
said that it's not connected
They
in
currently
any way.
say it's not connected, but I don't know what DC is doing with their
I
lives.
kind of, it'll take place in the 80s. I don't mind that.
I feel like
When is
it ca-
Batman
I
taking
feel
Wait,
like
is it Batman?
No,
Joker
Joker
takes
no,
place.
isn't Joker like the 90s?
Or but it's not
That
like
time.
now.
Yeah.
It's
that
back in
time
those
period.
days.
But also they're talking about Robert Pattinson Batman being in the 90s, and you're saying it's like this kind of technically a prequel to how Ben Affleck Batman became Batfleck.
I don't
I
like
feel
that.
like
I
that's
think it's
Oh,
also. I
ridiculous.
think that's what they're going with right now.
Yeah, I
Until
know.
they see how things are going, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, it's just a
I'm
new
just
Batman.
like
It's all new Batman.
either way, I feel like you could just like retcon or whatever. You could just explain it away, whichever way they decide to go.
Does
But I
anyone
feel like
see Robert Pattinson even showing up and becoming Ben Affleck?
I feel like
That's
He
not
talked
gonna
about it. He talked about the Joker and stuff in an interview. He was talking about how he tried on the suit and stuff like that. But like, I think he tried on Christian Bale's suit because like, Christian Bale tried on like I think it was that other Batman suit, the one with the fucking
Robert Pattinson
Batman
couldn't
Forever.
fit into He couldn't fit in.
Batfleck.
He couldn't fit into Affleck's suit.
No,
Nobody
he couldn't
could.
fit in the Christian Bale suit either.
Wait, how tall is
It'd be
he?
reasonably more fit.
I think he's big, isn't he?
Robert
Isn't he, like-
Pattinson's big now.
No, like
No,
tall
that's not what I'm
and-
talking about. I'm talking about the
Tall.
ridiculous wideness of Ben Affleck's suit.
Ben Affleck is thick.
He'll fit better into the.
Thick with
Ben
three
Affleck
C's.
wasn't even
He
a
still has some
suit.
space if he didn't get buff yet.
His wasn't even. It was like a glued fabric. Like it was just glued in certain areas so it fits his skin. He was
Did you
naked.
guys ever hear about like how Ben Affleck asking Christian Bale advice about Batman, and he said Christian Bale's advice to Ben Affleck for Batman was just like get a suit that you can pee in.
Yeah. He said the same
Yeah.
thing to Pattinson, which
Yeah,
is great.
yes, he did recently. He's
In
In
really
an interview,
passionate
it was
about
like you don't
that.
really feel like a superhero if you need help to pee.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's great.
I have high hopes for Robert Patterson.
I think-
I like that.
Patterson?
Patterson.
Pattinson.
Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. I think his Batman could be the best Batman. I feel like I feel like he has a
Christian
good
Bale
chance.
was really good. It does have a chance. It
I feel
always
like has a
has.
good
The
chance.
movie was
Plus,
really good.
Christian,
Alright,
the movie hasn't happened
It's just
yet.
the fact
Obviously,
it goes like
Yeah.
Val
Plus,
Kilmer. No, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's
Where's
Batman.
Michael
no,
Keaton?
stop.
Where's
Ben
Michael
Affleck.
Keaton?
Just kidding.
Michael Keaton,
Stop.
Christian Bale.
Stop. Plus, Christian Bale's Batman is kind of playing like a different, like, kind of version of Batman. He's the Dark Knight. Like, it's a little grittier. I feel like Pattinson, he could play a different kind of Batman. It could
Yeah,
be
like
really
a
cool.
happy Adam West can't be
Not
tough.
Batman.
Just kidding, just kidding. Ah, got you guys again.
Come on,
Yeah.
this is Batman right here. This
Plus,
is
can't wait
Batman
to
right
see,
here.
that come
Just
together.
not the hard Batman. Like, just a different, like, not that Batman.
the
Just a
deep
different, like,
voice.
Listen, I
Batman.
think Ben Affleck Batman had a really good shot of being a good Batman. It's just that
not in the
direction
DC
sucks.
the
The direction
direction was just
was
not,
just
it
not
for
the
him.
wave for
And
him.
Ben Affleck got depressed.
He
and
seemed really
He didn't
thick,
have a
like,
chance.
He had depression.
Like, this is what I see.
I
Yes,
feel like
okay.
he wanted to
he
do
had a
it.
chance.
And
He
like,
did.
if
He
they
was
would have
passionate.
gotten a great director and writer to like really craft
Not
a good-
Zack Snyder.
and just craft a really good Batman
Yeah,
story,
he was
it
passionate
could have
about
been
it.
good.
His suit
That's
was
also
based
why-
off of Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah,
like
They,
that
they
kind
didn't,
of suit.
they didn't give
Miller's
him,
Dark
they
Knight
didn't give him a
Returns.
chance. They didn't
That's
give him a
also why I
chance.
trust in this new one coming out. Matt Reeves.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, go watch that movie now.
Oh my
you
God,
may
it's
not
so
need to watch
amazing.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but you should watch Rise of the Planet of the Apes beforehand because that's a good movie too. But then Dawn is a whole nother story.
I
That
just
Dawn is
a
the best.
phenomenal
I trust
movie.
this
Dawn is the
man.
best.
War of the Planet of the Apes
War
is
is-
also very good.
War is
I
a
trust
Reeves
this man
we
as a
trust,
director.
and
But
Reeves we
Dawn.
trust.
I
Dawn
trust
is one
him,
of the best movies
and
to come out
I
recently.
trust Robert. I don't think he's a bad actor.
Now, do we
Yeah,
trust
no,
the
no,
costume
Twilight
design?
just-
I heard he's fantastic, actually. Christian Bale was like raving about the guy.
Because like outside of Twilight, he hasn't had
Yes.
bad movies.
Yes, good
Nah,
movie.
Plus,
he puts his
even
effort in.
in Twilight,
He's a great actor.
aside from the fact that the story in itself is ridiculous, he's not
Garbage.
he didn't act badly in it.
He hated it.
He
So,
hated
yeah.
good job
He
considering
hated it, and he was a convincing actor in the story.
Like, yeah, he
Like, it
wasn't
didn't
given
come
much to
off-
work with in the first place.
Come off as like a parody, even though like it's ridiculous. But he gave a convincing
Well, Christian
performance
Stewart was just
in
playing
the
Christian
role.
Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, her mouth was open. She was never happy.
Worked it like he had little girls believing in him. Like
Taylor Lautner, though, he's a rising star, you know, rising star, rising star.
that's different.
His career.
Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner
He
is dead.
wasn't a great actor.
I haven't
He was
seen him in
just-
so long.
He
He
was
was Shark Boy.
What is he
and was
doing?
Jacob.
He was
Yeah.
just there.
No. He was in Grown Ups 2, and then he
I
went
saw
away.
also
Yeah.
another movie he did. Like he was like a.
Yeah.
It was one of those like spy movies or on the run movies.
There was
I
this
forgot what it
movie he
called.
was running like for like 90
The
The
minutes.
Pursuit. The Pursuit. The Pursuit.
He was running for like 90 straight minutes.
angle. Just
He was running
Yeah.
for like 90 minutes.
And Sigourney Weaver was in it. This is the time Sigourney Weaver
Poor
was signing on to
Sigourney.
anything.
Yeah.
It
He
wasn't-
really had like a bad moment.
It wasn't a terrible movie, but like he's just not that great of
I'm
an
shocked
actor.
Nicolas Cage was in that movie.
He should have been.
Like he's just not that great of an actor. Like he's just like I kinda.
Oh, Taylor? Oh, I think he's bad. I don't even think he's
Yeah,
I
you
don't
check
think
what-
he's bad. I just think
When
he's
was the last time
okay.
he starred in a movie?
He's
I just saw
because there are
Grown-Ups
some
2.
people who
Grown-Ups
are
2 was the
bad
last time
who
I
like
ever saw
can't
it.
act
He's got
at
the
all.
acting range
Wow,
of a
one of the most
toad.
looked up things is Taylor Lautner 2019.
People
So we don't know what he looks
They're
like.
just concerned for his.
Yo, I saw him with like a beard or something that went down to his like
He
elbows.
looks like a.
Yo,
What is it? What's he doing?
Alright.
the crazy
The last
thing.
time he was in a movie was 2016.
Was that Grown Ups too?
No, it was Run the Tide.
Oh.
I don't even know what
What
that
that
movie
is.
was.
What
then
is
in
that?
2015 16, he was in The Ridiculous Six. I don't know if you guys remember
Oh,
that movie.
yeah, I remember that. I
watching
didn't
it on
watch it.
Netflix, and it
He
was
was in that.
absolutely bad.
Really?
The only
It
thing
looked
that was
bad.
funny was the meme afterwards of him swinging in the thing. That was actually funny.
It
but
looked
I remember
terrible.
watching it in the movie. It was
looked
not
bad.
funny.
Adam Sandler just made a 100% Rotten Tomato score movie. I don't remember the
Where?
name.
Adam?
What?
Yeah. I heard
It's
about it.
really
I heard
good,
about
I'm
it. I
looking
heard
it up
about
right
it.
now. Adam Sandler.
So shout out
Adam
to him.
Sandler?
Good job, Adam.
Whoa.
Adam Sandler is a good
Yes.
Fresh.
actor and
Adam
good
Sandler
stuff.
is
Holy
a
Good
goat.
director,
shit.
too.
He
He's a
just
goat.
doesn't care.
He just has so
It's
much
just
money.
called Adam
Takes his
Sandler.
checks
Whatever
to the
he
bank
wants.
and
Is it-
signs them with his
What
nuts.
is it? Is it a comedy special?
It's an energetic, fresh songs, stories, and spoofs.
Oh, it's a special.
yeah.
Oh, that's, I gotta
It's
watch
on
that.
Netflix.
It's on
Hold up.
Netflix.
We're watching
Fire.
it tonight. Word.
Yo,
Oh, it
Adam,
came out in
yo,
2018?
Yo,
Yeah,
if
it's
y'all
on
know-
Netflix. It's a
Yo,
comedy
Adam
thing.
Sandler is a goat in comedy. Like he's one
Jack
of those
and Jill,
guys.
though. Jack and
Jack
Jill.
and Jill
He's
is
one of
bad.
those guys.
But he can also
Yo,
do
like
some
things,
dramatic
the thing
tension
about it is
stuff.
like he is so big that he just can do whatever he wants. He has his own production company, so he just makes whatever he feels like making. He puts all his friends in the movie, and he doesn't really care if it's a good movie or not, because a lot of people are gonna watch it because he's Adam Sandler. He's the GOAT.
I've only
So, like,
cried
we're gonna
for
watch
three. Actually, now it's 4 movies. It was Endgame, obviously. Marley and Me, an old movie called Benji, and Click. I don't know why I cried for Click, but I did.
I think I might
I
have
was
cried
so
for Marley
young.
and Me, but I haven't cried for anything in a long time.
Like he's,
I
I love Adam Sandler. He's really cool.
No, like some of his movies, I'm watching it, and like it just seems like it was more funny for them while they were
Yeah,
filming it.
yeah.
Like, they were
He
having
just-
fun while they were
Yeah,
doing it.
like a lot of the movies he makes nowadays is
Like
just for him.
pretending to have a CGI deer pee on your face in Grown Ups 2 or 1 or whenever that
That
happened.
deer
That's-
was so bad.
that's
That was
probably
two. That was
how-
two.
One was entertaining.
That
One
was
a
probably
good
so
movie.
funny.
I like
to act.
I like Grown Ups 1 a lot. Grown Ups 2 was a little too hard on the
And
sort
Grown
of
Ups when they were
vomit
having a
jokes.
lot of fun. You could like feel
Yeah.
the fun. That was one of the times like them having fun with each other. You felt the fun and it worked out, and it was just actually funny.
Now you just
I
feel
kind of
want
want to watch that movie now.
Like,
Like he's a cool guy.
Click was
Also,
pretty
the
entertaining.
Hotel Transylvania's was big.
wait a
I heard
second,
they
was
actually
he
were
in
pretty
that?
good.
Yeah, they did.
Oh wow.
I watched the first one and it was really
What was
good.
that
watched
movie
the
we
first
watched?
one, too.
Was it Spanglish? Was Spanglish directed by Adam Sandler?
Yes,
I
no,
think
it
that
wasn't
was
directed
directed,
by,
but I
it,
think it was
he helped
produced.
write it and produce it. or
That was
whatever,
a- that
and
was a good
really
movie.
good
I watched the newer movie he
The ending
made.
could have been a little better, but you know what? It's still a good movie.
When he feels like trying hard to make something good, like he's fully capable of like being good. He's a good like actor, and like movies he's in could be good. But like when he's just like messing around with his friends, like he just makes whatever he
I've
feels like
watched
making
a
because he's
newer
just so
movie he
big.
made.
Don't mess
Murder
with the
Mystery.
Zohan.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, that one's
I love
good,
that
too.
Movie. I love that movie.
The Wedding Singer was another great one
Scrappy
of his.
Coco.
Oh yeah, Waterboy, dude. I love the Waterboy.
Yes.
That's a
I've not
classic.
seen
Fire.
that one.
Oh my goodness, Ed, you gotta watch. Yo, all his earlier movies are just straight
Went
fire.
to see Jack and Jill in theaters.
Ah, why did you do that,
that
to
was
yourself?
that was bad.
What was that one where he dated someone who had amnesia or lost her mind? Or her?
Yeah.
Oh,
50
51st Days. Love that one.
Like
That's a good
all
one.
his
That's
earlier
a really
movies,
good one.
fire. Anger Management.
Pixels was a little. Was a
love
little-
it. Pixels was
the
alright.
one about golf.
Yeah,
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Gilmore, amazing. That's a classic.
Where's the
It's a
one
classic.
that he like basically passed the torch to Seth Rogen in comedy, where it's like him playing like a tired up comedian and who's like dying or whatever, and Seth Rogen is like his mentee. Hold on, I have his filmography right here.
What?
It's a really like kind of funny people. That's a good one.
He directed
Oh
Deuce
no,
Bigelow?
he directed Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
It's not
Good
funny.
Lord. Ew, those movies were bad.
That makes sense because that guy is one of his friends.
Wait, was that the movie where he changed
Male
into a
Gigolo,
girl?
Deuce Bigelow.
There was another movie that he was
That
in
guy
where
was
he,
always really
switched
creepy.
bodies with the girl.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
remember that. Who, what's that guy's name?
I call him Taquito because
You can just look it up right there.
Rob Schneider.
No, that's
Yeah.
not Rob, is it?
Yeah, Rob Schneider. Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
one of his.
he was in
he's-
The Office.
He's one of his friends, and like,
Wait, no.
he's just like in movies.
Rob Schneider always plays all his roles.
Oh, I keep confusing it with Rob Liefeld.
Him and who's the other friend he always gets?
David Spade. Excuse me.
Kevin, what's his name?
James.
Kevin James is in everything. Yeah.
For some reason, Rob Schneider wasn't in Grown Ups 2. They replaced him with some other
Because
dude
you
that
couldn't
was just.
film for something. That was the also problem with it for me because it wasn't the main group having fun with each other.
Also, Pixels. Was that the name?
I
of the
like
movie?
that movie.
It was okay.
I like that
The
movie.
only
I heard
moment
it's
I
horrible.
laughed in that movie was Josh Gad was humping the floor at one point in the movie, and that just made me crack up. Besides that, it was alright.
I know.
like that
I know. Peter Dinklage was in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know that was in.
Oh,
But
dude, Animal. I remember that where Rob Schneider is an animal.
Nice title usage.
He was an
The
animal.
animal movie where Rob Schneider was an animal. And he had to
Absolutely.
act as an animal.
That was directed by
Very animalistic, you know.
Man, it's so sad seeing some of these like comedy stars like their career just drop. Like him, who else? What's that one that Tim Allen? Older one.
what's the guy?
Santa Claus guy?
Tim Allen.
Allen?
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Yeah, that was Tim
Like
Allen.
Home Improvement.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
What about the guy from Cheaper by the Dozen? What was his name?
Oh, Leslie something, right?
No, it was Steve.
Steve
Steve Martin. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
gone.
just
Some of
completely
their
stopped
like
making
it's kind
films.
of weird to me. I don't know if it's like of time, but like think about like some comedians like recent like Seth Rogen and his generation or whatever. They're doing pretty good and they've been around
They're doing
for
a lot of
while.
movies.
They're very consistent with their stuff and they're doing good. We're gonna see maybe next couple of
Because
years maybe they'll have
our
a fall
comedy
off.
is changing.
But, like,
I feel like
They evolve
I
with
feel like
the comedy.
they're like aging out because I feel like a lot of the Tim Allen guys like they're just like ooh, nah. It's just they're just a
Yeah.
little.
Dude, do you know what comedy is now? You can just put a picture of a toaster and label it fork, and it'll be like funny to some people.
One other
Like,
group is like Jonah Hill's time. His group is still
Jonah
doing
Hill
good.
is making movies, but it seems like he wants to be more dramatic.
He's going in more dramatic.
Yeah,
direction.
he's not really comedy
But,
anymore.
In like stand-up comedians like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. I was thinking like, oh
Shout
man,
out to
Kevin
him.
Hart's
I hope
gonna
his
hit.
back is okay.
Kevin Hart
Oh,
is
yeah.
different.
Like Kevin Hart, I was just thinking like, oh man, he's gonna reach a point where he's like comedy shows. I'm gonna watch it and it's not gonna be
It's
funny anymore because I've
fucking
seen it
amazing.
before. But like his comedy stand-ups are still funny, and like
Kevin Hart is like a different breed. Like
have you watched
he's-
Central Intelligence?
He's
His movies.
he's a different kind of cat because he's
But,
like
he can keep
he's at the
pumping them
top
out,
right
and they're
now.
Still like
he's at the top
people
right now.
enjoyed him a
Like
lot.
he's
I didn't mind
He's
Central
a-
Intelligence. I laughed at a few times.
I
He's
didn't
a
watch
superstar.
Jumanji. That's the one I didn't watch. I heard was actually really good.
we gotta wait till the second one comes
Will
out so we can
Ferrell
watch
is
them back
taking
to
some
back.
serious hits from his movies. I watched.
Will Ferrell fell.
Yeah,
He fell.
I watched Holmes and Watson. That was probably the worst thing I've seen.
yo, but like
Oh my
it's
God.
the thing is like comedy has changed for these guys so much since they were doing
Get
it.
hard, dude.
Get hard.
That was
With
terrible.
he and Kevin Hart. It's just like a lot of these guys just did a different kind of comedy that people just aren't into these days.
Have you guys seen Will Ferrell stand up where he does a whole stand up as George Bush?
No way.
It's the funniest thing. He's in character as George Bush the entire stand up.
See,
for like
he's
an
still, like,
hour,
funny, but-
hour and 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's hysterical. It's one of like his best things.
Eddie Murphy. Whoa, where did he go?
He's coming out.
He's
with-
coming
He
out.
is.
Yo,
Yeah,
also,
he is.
He's got
also,
yeah, I can't wait
also,
till
I
that
just
comes
heard
out.
earlier
Hold on.
today that he's gonna start like touring. and
I
whatnot.
love the Haunted
Yes,
Mansion.
yeah.
Yo,
That-
he's
the Haunted,
Haunted
the Haunted
Mansion
Yeah, I
was
love that
great.
movie.
Yeah,
I love
Haunted
that movie.
Mansion
I,
was
used
great.
to have, I have the DVD of it still somewhere.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think
and
I might
like
have
raw
that too.
DVD.
Because I remember
Yeah.
buying it in a mall. Right?
Haunted
Yeah.
Mansion was
The Nutty
fantastic.
Professor.
Yo, Eddie Murphy, another one. He's a goat.
He's
He's
had
a
a
goat.
really. There was one terrible movie I actually watched of his. I'm gonna
Coming
look it
to
up.
America was great.
No, it was.
Oh, they're making a
classic.
second
Coming to
one.
America. They're
They're
making
making
a
another
second
one. Yeah,
Classic. Oh
with
my goodness.
he's so old looking now. It's crazy. Wait,
trying
was
to
it
think
him
of
or
a
was it?
movie. There was a spy movie that he was in or something like that.
Oh, Tower Heist. Did anyone watch Tower Heist?
Tower Heights is a good one.
Yeah,
Tower
that
Heights
one's
actually
good.
a really
I
good
like
movie.
Tower Heights.
And like
Watched
just,
it a lot.
happened and faded out. but
Yeah.
it was a good movie.
It really faded
But
out
that's
hard.
good.
It
And
faded
wasn't
out
even just
hard.
like a comedy. It was like kind of.
It was kind of like deep. Someone almost like commit suicide.
It's kind of like
Heartwarming.
sad.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, wow, this is a good movie.
It's a good movie. It
It's
is.
a nice Thanksgiving movie too. 'Cause,
It
like, the
is a
plot
good-
takes
yeah,
place
All
all
of
the
like
time.
Eddie Murphy's earlier films were just straight hits. The whole Beverly Hills Cop franchise.
1,000 words. That was his terrible movie. Because like the plot was he only had 1,000 words left. To speak.
I didn't think that was
And
terrible.
it had like it won like.
Weren't
the
they on a tree?
raspberries and crap.
It was on a
Bad-
tree,
bad
right? And the
words.
leaves would fall every time you use a word. Yeah, that
He
was.
had the
watched
guy who the Samoan dude who always is like in everything now. Not everything now, but like he had like appearance and stuff. He had like the Walking Dead spin-off. Cliff Curtis, that's his name. Oh yeah. He just showed Cliff Curtis. He
Oh yeah.
he always had like appearances. He was a Fire Lord in the terrible ass Airbender.
He was Justin Hobbs' show.
Yeah, he was in Hobbs' show,
Really?
and I was like,
He was
like,
Hobbs'
is that Cliff
brother.
Curtis?
I still have to
I
see
had to
that.
look it up. I'm like,
He was
that
Hobbs'
was not
brother.
Cliff
I
Curtis.
cannot believe this guy's. He's got a better career than so many others.
He's in a lot. He's like in a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't even know.
He just be in there.
He played the Fire Lord,
He
and
just
like
be in
in
there.
M. Night Shyamalan terrible Last Airbender, he had the Fire Nation all Indian. Did he know that he's Samoan?
Yo, when you're
Whoa.
no,
He's casted in the new Avatar sequels.
yo, but like he's like he's brown.
Yeah.
So like
It works out.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be Indian, so they just kind of
like
shot him in there. And M. Night Shyamalan is just
and a
is
lot
just
of people
crazy.
can't tell the difference. So many people.
Shout out to M. Night. He's trying his best. His movies are failing.
Trying so hard.
I know he cries when his movies don't make it, so I feel bad for him. But like, you know, keep
He
trying.
only makes great or terrible.
Yeah, there's not really an in between.
Class was kind of in the middle.
I keep hearing that it was horrible.
It was not
I
horrible.
walked out of it pretty satisfied.
Yeah,
Ed and I haven't
good.
watched
You
it.
thought about it.
Upon it, it's
I think
kinda
it was
bad.
good.
I watched it a second time and
Yeah.
I was like,
It was-
I think it was good.
The ending is just absolutely bad. That is
I don't
bad.
think it's
The
bad.
more I thought, I
I
left
just-
dissatisfied from it, but it just makes zero sense of an ending.
Unbreakable's ending was just so abrupt.
Unbreakable's
is a
ending
classic
has
movie, but
aged.
it has a terrible ending. It didn't-
Aged
No,
horribly.
I don't think it aged. It was just bad.
It was just a bad ending, I guess. Yeah, but
The
holy
scene
moly.
is phenomenal when him
What is
revealing
that,
he's
Ed?
Glass.
What is that picture?
Mr. Glass and everything, he did it all.
That's like some
But,
sort
like,
of virus.
The abrupt,
No, I
like,
went on
words is
read
just
comics
weird.
online and it just keeps popping up. It won't go away.
Got like ads on his computer.
I liked the ending pretty much. Just
Split was great. That was a good comeback. See,
Oh,
but
the happening.
we're gonna have to wait a few
the
more years
happening
before he
wasn't
hits it
that
again.
great.
So to bring it all back, M. Night Shyamalan should direct the next Batman movie starring Joaquin
Absolutely
Phoenix Joker
not.
for the new reboot
Absolutely
of the
not.
DC
The
universe.
twist-
Can I
His
get
twist
over
is
it?
gonna be like the Joker becomes Two-Face when he gets his face burned or something, like some stupid ass twist.
it's just gonna be
The Joker's his father.
yeah. I was
really
about to say
left.
the Joker was actually his.
He's
Batman's
Thomas Wayne.
father. Yeah, that would be the twist. He'd be Thomas Wayne.
Plus, the fight scenes would be god awful. We'd be watching like, huh, Batman would choke out the Joker, and the Joker would be like, huh, huh.
That held
M. Night
back
Shyamalan cannot
Glass.
direct action
He
scenes.
can't do action scenes,
I heard
and
they
it's
just
just so
hold each
sad.
other or something.
For
M.
like the
Night
longest
Shyamalan
time.
versus Megaton from Taken 2 and 3. Either you have like slow pace, no action, or you got like super cuts that make you want to fucking throw up.
Actually, I take the super cuts because even with the super cuts, you got this. You saw it. It was happening. It was action, even if it was hard
It
to
was
follow.
unbelievable, but still more believable.
It was just action happening with M. Night. He has like GoPro camera action, and they're just like holding each other.
Yeah.
There's no actual like fight. It's just they're just grappling. Like
They
they're
just keep
just
throwing each other.
they're like
back and
holding
forth.
each other and then throwing
Jason's
themselves.
showing us the fight from Glass.
And it's just
It
kind of
looks
sad.
atrocious.
It's just
And they
sad.
always do this, like they keep dropping to their feet or something, or like around and just throwing. them
Yeah,
first
he
and
keeps
stuff.
doing the POV scenes, and I feel like that's just the worst way to film a
I
fight
think like
scene.
he felt like, oh my god, this is so
Yeah.
like new and
Like
Yeah,
that's
right.
not.
Did he eat his face?
No, he ate some other guy.
Oh.
Part of some other guy.
Can you imagine like how many girls were like, holy shit, Fucking James McAvoy's on top of me right now.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
just
that's
weird.
like something that you would get by just consuming bath salts.
Especially, it's just because like they were like super powered characters. Like you could have filmed an amazing fight scene.
Yeah, they were on that superpower level where it's like they're super strong, but like they're not gonna be like tossing buildings or anything.
Yeah, and
which
you
is
could just
an
have-
interesting fight. An interesting fight.
It could just have such a cool.
You could have little things happening, like when they could like tear up the grass while they, the guy could dodge out of the way when he comes down with a punch and his fist goes into the dirt.
I
you
feel
know?
like the where they fought was just because like there's not a lot of things to like show that they're really strong. Like
Bruce
there's-
Willis grabs a stop sign and uses it as a bat
like
to
it's
smack.
just like a field, so like there's no like impact or anything. It just looks like a regular fight. And that's why I feel like he also like stayed close to the truck, which is ridiculous because they just like slammed it. Like, see guys, they're strong. See,
You see how they're shaking the truck? It's
Like,
just a
there's
little bit
dents.
more.
Super powered mutants.
there's
a little bit more
dents
than
in the
normal.
truck. See, they're super strong. See,
That is.
Because out in the rain,
and
they're
it's
not
just
gonna.
sad.
They're not gonna collide fists and have like a wave.
Yeah,
blast. That's
but like
just
if you
stupid.
put it in like a building or something, like you could like throw something
An
through a
office
wall
building.
or like smash a desk, something like.
I don't
that
think
you
they
could
had the money to
show
like
it.
make a set
If
for
they did
that.
that action scene at the tower or whatever, it would make so much
Yeah,
more sense. But
when-
the ending just.
Yeah, it was just
If I saw a video of that online, I'd be like, oh man,
That's
who
sad.
edited this so
like
well?
it could have been done so much better. It could have been done so much better.
I think we.
So yeah, I think we
it
went
was a
from
good,
DC into
yeah, shout out to
movies.
him.
Shout out to M Night.
I hope you get well soon, buddy.
And to our troops heading to Raid Area 51 today.
Bro.
Hope you
Like,
guys find.
Just turn around.
Yeah,
turn
I hope
around
you guys
right now.
unlock creative mode.
Just turn around.
Turn around right now. Immediately. If you're watching this podcast and you're thinking about going to Area 51,
A few
turn
mouths
around.
less to
Charge,
feed, you know.
charge towards Area 51.
turn around. Just turn around.
Don't,
Run like
just,
Ethan Hunt.
Just charge like run like Ethan Hunt.
Just turn around.
Just yeah.
Go
Turn
crazy.
around.
So
All
thank
right.
you.
Don't go gentle in that
Everybody
into
clap.
that good
3,
night.
2, 1. I'm hungry, so let's go get food.